Studying the brachial plexus can be a daunting experience for anyone studying it for the first time. But I've broken it down into this simple diagram, and I will go through its subcomponents, and hopefully you'll be able to understand it easier. The brachial plexus has roots C5, C6, C7, C8, and T1. C5 and C6 form the superior trunk. C7 forms the middle trunk, and C8 and T1 forms the inferior trunk. The trunks give off divisions. The superior, middle, and inferior trunks give off posterior divisions to form the posterior cord. The anterior division of the superior and middle trunk join together to give you the lateral cord, and the anterior division of the inferior trunk form the medial cord. The reason it's given the terms posterior, medial, and lateral is in relation to the axillary artery. Now let's talk about its branches. You get 3 branches from the area of the roots, one from C5, one from C5, C6, and one from C5, C6, and C7. You have the dorsal scapular nerve from C5, and that supplies your muscles such as the levator scapulae, rhomboids major, and rhomboid minor. From C5 and C6, you have the nerve to subclavius, and this supplies the subclavius muscle, which is located in the inferior part of the clavicle, and it's mainly for stability. C5, C6, and C7 give off the long thoracic nerve, and this supplies serratus anterior. From the region of the trunks, you just have one nerve to remember, and that is the suprascapular nerve, and that supplies your supraspinatus and your infraspinatus muscles. There are no branches from the divisions, and now let's move on to the branches from the cords. You can use the 3, 5, and 5 rule. 3 branches from the lateral cord, 5 from the posterior cord, and 5 from the medial cord. You have your lateral pectoral nerve, which joins your medial pectoral nerve to supply your pectoralis major and minor. You have your musculocutaneous nerve coming from the lateral cord, and that supplies the muscles in the anterior compartment of the arm. And these are your biceps, your coracobrachialis, and your brachialis. The lateral cord also gives off a branch that joins a branch from the medial cord to form the median nerve. The median nerve supplies most of the muscles of your anterior compartment of your forearm and some muscles in the hand. The branches from the posterior cord are the upper subscapular nerve, your thoracodorsal nerve, and your lower subscapular nerve, as well as your axillary nerve and your radial nerve. Your upper subscapular and lower subscapular nerve supply subscapularis. Your thoracodorsal nerve supplies latissimus dorsi. Your axillary nerve will go to supply your deltoid muscle, and your radial nerve will supply mostly the muscles in the posterior compartment of the arm and the forearm. Now, from the medial cord, you have the medial pectoral nerve, as mentioned before, joins the lateral pectoral nerve to supply pectoralis major and minor. You have the cutaneous nerve of the arm and the cutaneous nerve of the forearm, which supply cutaneous sensation to those regions. And finally, you have the ulnar nerve. This supplies most of your muscles of the hand and some muscles of the anterior compartment of the forearm. I hope this helps you navigate through the brachial plexus. If this helped, give it a thumbs up. And for more videos like this, hit the subscribe button. I'll see you in the next one.